2024 is getting very close by. I think the moment you see this video, it's the last week of 2023. And in today's video, I actually want to talk about the goth events happening in 2024 that I am personally aware of. So hello spooky bats and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi and welcome. My name is Orphea and I'm a goth YouTuber from Belgium. Before I start getting into the actual event list, I want to quickly let you know that I'm not aware of every single event in the world happening. So this list is events in Europe that market themselves as goth events, whether they have full goth lineups or not. And these are events that I have either heard of from friends of mine, from followers of mine who've been there, or that I have personally attended. So these are all festivals that I know are like legit events happening. So now without further ado, let's get into the list. And if the event already has a lineup announced, I will be putting it on screen. However, I will not be going in depth into the bands, etc., because that would make this video ridiculously long, and that's simply not the point of it. So first things first, we have Dark Malta, which is happening in Malta. It's a small island here in Europe, from the 19th to the 21st of April, and it's actually their 5th anniversary edition. The bands have already been announced. They're on screen here. And this is a festival that I would personally love to attend. It is a rather small festival. Maybe I can DJ there someday. That would be really awesome. But I know that they really make an effort on getting a lot of good bands there. They also have like a shuttle service for whenever you rent something there that you can get to and from the festival really easily. Malta is a very small island, so it is super close by to everything. A group of my friends has gone last year and is going back again this year. I'm unfortunately not able to attend it this year because of like starting a new job and holidays, but next year I really want to go. And yeah, their lineup is always really good. They also have like pool parties and other things going on around the festival. And because Malta is such a small island, flights are only once a week. So the friends who are going actually make it into a week-long holiday with 3 days of festival and then a few days of relaxing, because, well, that's the only flights available. Up next, we have an event that actually happens twice a year. It is the Whitby God Festival, which also happens in April from the 26th to the 28th. And then they have their second edition from the 1st to the 3rd of November. This festival happens in Whitby in the UK. And so far, except for the dates, nothing has been announced yet for bands or for activities or anything. So that's all the information I have. After that, we have the biggest goth event that I'm personally aware of. It is the Wave Gothic Treffen, of course, which happens every year around Pinksteren, which is a holiday. So it is from the 17th until the 20th of May. Of course, it takes place in the city center of Leipzig, Germany. I am for sure going. This event is like my highlight of the year. And last time that I recorded this video, none of the bands had been announced. However, in the meantime, they have been dropping a few of them who have appeared here on screen, of course. If you're planning on going to the Wave Gothic Treffen, I would highly recommend to already look into if you're going to stay at a campsite or if you want to book a hotel or a hostel or something, because there's always more things happening that same weekend in Leipzig. There was a city festival, now there's a congress also happening. Last year Depeche Mode was playing, so accommodation can be tricky to find sometimes, so start looking early if you want to be there. We always book our hotels the time that we leave, like the previous event. We already book for the next year, because then you have like the best prices and you know it's going to be available. So Wave Gothic Treffen, I will definitely attend. After that, we have the Swedish festival Subkult, which is apparently super tiny, however super amazing. The organizers are the nicest people ever, and maybe I can attend it. I'm not super sure yet if I can or not, because it's in Sweden, of course. And it is on the 28th and 29th of June in 2024. And the city in Sweden where it takes place is Vanersborg. I hope I didn't butcher that name too much. After that, we have the Castle Party, which takes in Bolkow, Poland. Friends of mine have been there and have told me that like the fact that the festival is in and around like a castle makes it extra epic. I can really believe them and I wish I could go, maybe next year, but this year it's not on my planning yet. It takes place from the 11th to the 14th of July, again in Bolkow, Poland. And the bands have already been announced. Up next we have the Amphi Festival, which takes place on the 27th and the 28th of July, with a pre-party on the Friday, or a lot of pre-parties happening in the city as well. This is the closest festival to me, as it takes place in Keulen, Germany. It's an hour-and-a-half drive, I believe. However, I will no longer be attending the Amphi Festival because they are liars and cheaters. If you don't know yet, they scammed a business owner friend of mine, Ayame Designs. She had a stand there. When we arrived there, the stand was not available. However, we paid for it. She was going to get a refund, but she never got it. And for that reason, I refuse to still support this festival and go there. Up next, we have a festival that has become one of my favorites. It is the Mirna Luna Festival, and it takes place in Hildesheim, Germany on the 10th and 11th of August. On the 9th, so the Friday, there's also a pre-party, and on both evenings afterwards, there's also after parties happening. The bands for Mirna Luna have already been announced, and I will for sure be going. It's about as far a drive as the Wave Gothic Treffen for me, so 7 to 8 hours if traffic is okay. And it's one of those events where you have two stages. You have the main stage for like the popular bands, and then you have the second stage, which is more electronic directed. And then there is also a third part of the festival, which is the medieval village, which also has a few bands playing. I'm not sure if those bands actually get announced or if it's just like small local things, but it's very fun to spend some time there as well. Again, this is a very cozy festival. I personally really enjoy it. The camping site is very big, and you also have people who have like DJ booths on the camping site, which makes it a lot of fun. The second to last festival is actually a Belgian festival. It is called Wavefest, and I'm not sure what's going on with Wavefest because it started as a God festival. They started as like having a little bit of a mix of older bands and newer bands, and then all of a sudden they changed their concept to having an 80s, 90s concept and a God concept separately. That didn't really work out the way they wanted, so they merged it again. So if you look at the main website, just scroll downwards until you see the Bat Cave, because the Bat Cave is where things get interesting, for me at least. I DJ'd there last year, I saw a few bands, it was really good. The only downside, for me at least, is it's on a beach. If you tried walking in platforms on a beach, they do have like walkways of wood, but it's not ideal. So if you go there and you also enjoy like the 80s bands, then I think you will have a great time. If you go purely for the God bands, then I'm not sure yet if it's going to be worth it. There have been some really good names announced, but for me just a little bit difficult because I would prefer to go to an event where it's only God bands, because we are a little bit of an attraction. Like last year, I got a lot of pictures taken because I looked the way I look, and I don't really mind, but I feel like at a festival that has like a goth corner, like it felt a little bit odd to me. As I mentioned, this festival is in Oostende, which is near the seaside in Belgium, and it takes place from the 23rd until the 25th of August, and the bands have been partially announced. And the last festival that I'm personally aware of is the Plague Noir Festival. It takes place in November from the 29th until the 30th, so it's a weekend, and it's actually also on a beach in Germany, the Weissenhauser Strand in Germany. They have already announced their bands because normally I think this event was supposed to take place in April. So these are all the festivals that I'm aware of happening in 2024. The two of them that I will for sure be attending are the Wave Gothic Treffen and the Mirna Luna Festival. The others I'm not 100% sure of which ones I can and cannot attend. That's something we'll see further on through the year. If you are aware of any other festivals happening in 2024, feel free to let me know in a comment down below. And of course, if you see me at one of these festivals, feel free to come up and say hi, let's take a picture together. I really don't mind doing that at all. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and of course don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos. I'm attempting to make at least one video a month in 2024, and I would love to have you for every single one of them. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon with a new video. Bye!